The issue in a lot of these things, and I have to come to it, is you can get any answer you want based on how you word the question. So without seeing how the questions were worded, it's hard to actually look at this.
Anecdotally, the Jews in my life think AIPAC's really obnoxious and shouldn't meddle the way they do.
Yeah, you hang around with people with similar...
No, but the issues that they advocate don't serve American Jews. They hurt us.
The one thing
because sometimes we're in conflict. Israel's interests are not always the same as American Jewish interests.
I hate that he has a beard, and I can't get over it.
See, here's like
your beard, bro.
Okay, here's a question. No, but here's a question that
Dude, you're pushing hard.
Your boyfriend.
Okay, you need to
This
create.
is why you're single,
Emerald's as well, by the way. She's like, oh, this is my political crush.
Okay, see, here's a great question to point out. Unbiased questions, right? This one is very biased. The poll also revealed a partisan split among pro-Israel groups tactics, 46% of Democrats agreed that, quote, these heavy-handed efforts by pro-Israel groups in primary elections make things worse by turning voters against a strong U.S.-Israel relationship, and they should stop. It doesn't ask you in an unbiased way, what do you think about that, or do you agree that it, on a scale of 1 to 5, it's just using heavy-handed, like already makes it sound, like, oh my God, yeah, of course I'm against.
What was the crosstab? Like they may have also asked, asked a very partisan question the other way.
You don't see all of that stuff, so I'm going to actually
so click through to the actual questions.
They don't have them.
Here, I'm going to find it for you.
Please.
It's obviously published somewhere.
Yeah, I'm looking for it right now.
Okay, one other thing, Buttercup.
It's Jewish Electoral Institute, so let's go find them.
Okay. One of the main reasons he won, there's 2 reasons. Number one, none of our people came out to vote because we don't care, because they're all Republican. They're so annoying. And so they just vote for the Republican candidate. And so they didn't vote in this one unknowingly, not realizing how strong this guy is. He won by 20,000 votes. I mean, if we all came out, that's 100 and that's like maybe like 50,000.
Well, Republicans can't vote in a Democratic primary.
And this one they could. There was crossover.
Some states they can open primaries.
This one they could. That was the first time that there was crossover. And
interesting. That's so messy. That really complicates the numbers.
Wait. Why are Republicans voting in a Democratic primary?
No, some states allow open primaries.
There was crossover voting.
Open primary. Okay.
I don't know if Michigan is one of those states.
No, I'm telling you, we did. In this election, we did.
Why is this the first time you guys did it?
I'm pretty sure that the Michigan Republicans just believe that he's the
allowed.
best representative for the Michigan Democrats this season.
So we're purple. We're mainly purple, just so you know. Like 1 year we're registered like this. We're purple, even as people individually will vote to the Democrat one sometimes Republican. We did vote for Obama twice. I mean, we lean blue. But just us, we're Republicans now because of what happened to the party. Anyways, the point is he won because we didn't come out. Number 2, the AIPAC money. It's toxic now. Even when the Democratic candidate is good, if one takes the money and the other doesn't, I mean, it's in the database. That's how toxic and radioactive the AIPAC money has become. I don't know when the shift happened. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I know it lost a really good candidate per seat. Like, she should have won. She's the more moderate Democrat. But she didn't win because of this. Because of what Yakov said. She took 30 mils.
Are you registered Republican, Pearl, or Democrat?
Why do you want to know?
I'm just curious if you voted for... I'm just curious if you lean kind of conservative on a lot of issues. I'm curious if you would have voted for.
I was born and raised a Democrat. I've always been part of the Democratic Party, and then when I got overeducated, that makes you lean even more left. Unfortunately, it's just the product of higher education. So
you identify as left leaning?
No, I've been identifying as Republican for the last, 4 years.
Okay, interesting. Cool.
They got too crazy.
Yeah, but
You gotta
Abdul
find
fits
the
right
answer.
in your comfort zone.
But Saeed makes you want to jump ship.
No, he's purple. He represents. He's like, Bernie Sanders appeals to Republicans and Democrats because he's pro-gun.
So
No, Bernie, Vermont, by the way, is very purple. Did you know that, Pearl? Vermont is extremely purple, and the way he wins over, because he appeals to both libertarians and liberals, and he has his message. First of all, he's pro-gun, okay, and that's all you really need to win over the fucking libertarians. So this guy also has kind of a purple appeal,
I don't know what his stance is on guns.
What do you think of guns, Pearl? Do you like him?
Me personally, no, I don't like guns. The statistics are staggering on gun violence. If you have a gun in the home, you're 3 times as likely to end up with a death in that home due to that gun.
True.
So why are you putting yourself at increased risk?
Oh, perfect. Pearl, that's a perfect analogy because Jewish people feel, do you know any people who have guns, but they're like responsible gun owners, but they hate the NRA because the NRA is fighting to get rid of any checks and balances and any screenings, right? And so people who are responsible gun owners, let's say they have a farm and they need it for public safety or whatever, they are very diligent and they hate when the NRA calls and they tell them to go fuck themselves. That's how Jews feel about AIPAC. They feel like they're advancing interests that harm the responsible Jews, right? And it's similar with the NRA. Like the responsible gun owners are hurt by the NRA's efforts, and so I think that's kind of how we feel about this, like about big, lobbying groups.
The gun
How do they get so much money?
They turned on the NRA for different reasons. Basically, the biggest criticism for starting, 20 years ago was the NRA was that they were basically nothing more than a lobbying for the firearms industry. They didn't really do shit when it came to protecting gun rights. Then there's others like Gun Owners of America. They're the ones who've actually been taking basically doing a lot of lawsuits and fighting in the courts a lot of gun laws, and they've actually gotten a lot done. But we don't like them for a number of reasons.
So Al Said is pretty strict on gun control, just so you know.
Interesting.
Michigan loves their guns. We're very pro Second Amendment here. You'd think we were Texas. We're pretty whoa. One of my cousins has 600 guns in a bunker below, enough for a private militia. I'm like, well, what are you preparing for? What's going down? It's just we have this mentality, what's the worst that could happen, right? What's the worst that could possibly happen? The government could mutiny against you.
Yeah.
That could happen.
Well, that's what the whole point of
goes too far.
That's the whole point of the Second Amendment, right? In case of that scenario.
Right.
But I think at this point, most even responsible gun owners recognize it's gotten out of control.
Oh yeah.
We're the only country in the developed world that has school shootings. The only one. We're not the top. We're the only one. It's crazy.
I know, but
the only one. There's not a single other country in the world.
In the developed world, the top.
So OECD, would you care OECD countries?
Yeah, I guess.
You had the largest mass shooting of students in what was it? Was it Norway?
Yeah, I find that hard to believe.
There's a few outliers, but for the most part, it's usually 1 or 2.
Okay, so it's changed from
we have about 18.
We're the only one to maybe there's a few more.
No, we have more than 18.
Well, they have outliers, right? We have dozens every year.
Okay,
So
but
it's
the statement was different.
Every year, if you look at the data, you see 1 here, 0 here. You see 1 every once in a while, outliers for the other countries. And America, it's 30 this year, 20 this year. It's ridiculous. Here, I'll pull up the stats so you can see it. It's really it's very striking.
You're exaggerating a little bit. Yes, there are a lot.
Close to 0, Yaakov, okay?
We've had thousands of school shootings.
Right, it's hard to tell from this survey. They oversampled women by 600, but they haven't said if their results are weighted back.
Hold on. There was
I don't know why they did that.
Hold on. There was 352 school shootings in 2023 alone.
Well, not all of these are like mass shootings. Some of them are just
but still.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's too much. So he wants to ban the high caliber magazine. Wants to ban that.
That's silly though. The high capacity magazine argument is fucking retarded. And plus, like, high capacity for which guns? And it's funny, they'll never tell the police officers that they have to carry anything less than a 16-round magazine for their Glocks. And all of their AR-15s have a 30-round magazine as well. Like, it's just fucking retarded. If you don't need it, then if it's not necessary, then why the fuck do the people you entrust with saving the public have to have them? It's fucking dumb.
Oh, Pepe, great trivia. Do you know what Glock manufacturing built before they made the Glocks?
No.
Curtain rods.
Oh, interesting.
Rafi, come up here. Why do you keep disappearing? I need to hear from you. To check on you. Come up here immediately.
Okay, listen to the stat. There was 109 public mass shootings in the U.S. and just 35 public mass shootings in 35 other economically and politically comparative countries between 2000 and 2022.
So that's greater than zero.
That means 35 other countries had one, and then we had 109 total.
But that's
over that
fine
period.
Though. But
over
first of all, you have to look
period.
at. Yeah, but you have to look at the weapons of choice. Now, obviously, when you have very strict gun laws, it doesn't keep the guns out of the hands of criminals. They still have them. However, criminals generally aren't going to do something stupid like a school shooting. They're usually just for business. Now, when it comes to you get mass stabbings, you get all kinds of shit. You get people who did there's a bunch of home videos of this that you see in the UK that you don't really see here. Where people unarmed, I mean, they'll have sticks, they'll have something, but they're basically going to come in numbers, kick down your fucking door and take your shit. See, that is something where, you come into my place, you're going to have a gun pointed at you. They're not going to keep on coming. They can come in if they want. It won't work out well.
How many guns do you have, Pepe?
I have several.
What kind?
Pistols.
Guns are fun. I've shot guns before. They are fun.
Are they?
Yeah, you never shot guns.
You know where Rachel Maddow took her, I think, current wife on their first date?
Shooting range?
Shooting range in Manhattan.
Wow.
I mean, I lived in states though where
I went to Long Island.
perspective
I went in Manhattan.
Oh yeah.
But everybody's own guns like where I've lived, so it's not, to me it's not like some, I don't know, it's everybody has a healthy respect of guns. There's things you just do not do with guns.
Where in America? Everyone in America has a healthy respect of guns.
Arizona, like you can't point your muzzle at anything. You can't. You better pray to God you never have an accidental discharge. Like
you'd think, but then why? Then explain why we have these school shootings all the time when guns are way more accessible.
Because they're way more accessible.
No, in Israel, every single person has a gun. Every child gets a gun at 18.
Okay, not every child, but yes,
every 18-year-old child.
You were accusing people of hyperbolic language before.
I'm sorry, but 18-year-olds are children in my book.
No, they are legally adults.
But if you were to look at the majority of the shootings, like for example, we can look at where homicides are really high, especially like in an inner city. Where, by the way, that's where a majority of school shootings actually occur. They're more just groups of individuals that hate each other and then will take turns firing shots at each other. These are you have to be 21 to own a handgun. You can buy a rifle when you're 18, and of course these are often in cities that are states. Like for example, Illinois.
Okay, land your point, Pepe. You go on a long
time. It's nearly impossible. You always really.
Okay, but it's not your room. You can rant in your own.
Yeah, but you do this on everybody's stage. I mean, come
Okay,
on.
that's because I'm interesting, though.
Yeah. But if you look at the,
that was an insult.
most people would disagree. But if you look at the gun laws in
I'm
those
so
states,
uninteresting. Get the fuck out.
they like literally are holding illegal guns. They're underage, not supposed to have them. They put modifications on them that make it a federal offense. They don't give a fuck. These kids are gonna, what do you do?
Hold on a second, Beth. Rafi. Hello, welcome.
Hey, Rafi.
What's up?
How are you?
I'm good.
Rafi says he's my future ex-husband.
Are you putting on weight?
I'm not.
Huh?
I'm not.
You need to be putting on weight.
I know.
Rafi only dates people who speak Russian, so you're gonna have to learn Russian better.
I do know Russian.
She knows Russian.
No, like his level of Russian.
Yasu Shlasuma.
Is that all you know?
That's
Yasu Shlasuma.
She did. She lost her mind.
Is that what that means?
It's
Yasu
like it's
Shlasuma,
you know that
yeah,
song,
I
all
lost
of
my
that
mind.
tattoo song, all the things she said, all the things she said.
Yeah.
So the Russian version goes,
I
it's-
lost my mind. I lost my mind.
yeah,
The original song is I
So
lost my
different.
mind.
yeah.
Huh. Buttercup, do you really know Russian for real?
Like a couple words. My grandmother's Russian.
Do you understand
Yeah.
words?
Kaptila, Хорошо, До
Like
свидания.
Khazarian?
Suka Bliet.
Rafi, is that good enough or no?
Oh, don't worry. There's always Rafi school.
Okay.
Rafi prefers not to communicate much anyway.
Teach us a Russian phrase, like a vulgar Russian phrase, or a funny one. A
You
funny
just
Russian
need to
phrase.
understand cook, clean, and a
Borscht.
couple other words I don't want to.
Borscht.
Clean убирать. Готовить.
Are you down for this or no?
You just need to learn 2 words, Buttercup. That's all it is.
What are they called?
Cook and clean. Убирать.
That's very misogynistic. Why would you say that to me? I'm an intellectual woman.
Educated.
You could be. Listen. You could clean in a smart
I
way.
assume you want to be my ex-husband because you find me like you appreciate my wit and intelligence.
No, you can clean in a smart way. You can cook in a smart way
I
too.
don't think she cooks or cleans. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I pay people to do shit. I'm already like
She's a door dasher.
I already can afford to pay people to do menial tasks for me. I don't need to do that shit.
Do you outsource all the cooking and cleaning?
I like to cook sometimes for like hobby, like to host dinner parties, but not like for a man.
So Buttercup,
Why
what
not?
are the qualities you
not-
have to offer a man? So you don't cook, you don't clean.
I'm not interested in you, Pepe. I'm like
No, I'm
only
asking
tolerating you on the
you.
stage because of Pearl on Pearl's account.
Yeah,
That's the only
but-
reason
but
you're here.
You have to sell yourself to Rafi though.
Rafi's charming in his own way. You're not charming.
No. I'm saying you have to sell yourself to Rafi. What is it? If you say you don't cook and clean,
I don't want to
what
be
is
his
it?
ex-wife. It's a one-way love affair.
Okay, but
Ah.
let's say let's say hypothetically you don't cook, you don't clean. What is it? Like you guys just have fun together?
I can do banter.
Like what
I'll
was your
learn.
hinge
I'll pick up.
profile?
You know what I'm gonna do for Rafi? I'm gonna take care of those fucking nephews of his. He needs help raising those fucking wild ass nephews.
No, what do you mean? My nephew was a.
He's taking them to strip clubs. It's not appropriate. They're underage. He's turning them on to a life of crime, and it's not acceptable. I'm gonna save them from the streets. That's what I'm gonna do for Rafi.
Yesterday.
Streets.
Yesterday we were in a room. And my nephew
Rafi
goes-
streets.
No, my nephew goes, he's like, why aren't you on Hinge? Why aren't you on Bumble? Why aren't you on Tinder?
I like these kids.
So I'm like, that's like, he's like, J-Swipe does that. I'm like, fuck, I had a J-Swipe like down to 1 point. So I downloaded J-Swipe like to react to it because Capri's like, you're still on J-Swipe. You were, she's like, you were dating and you were still on J-Swipe. My account was still active. I'm like, yeah, but I wasn't using it. Like, I deleted the app. I never deactivated my account. So I went on it. And my nephew's sitting beside me. Everybody's in the room. All you hear is like, oh, she's so disgusting and fat. Oh, her eyes are crooked. This, that. Like,
Your nephews did that?
She's 15 years old. I'm looking like fucking.
This is what happens when you let Rafi near your kids.
Like, this was the most wildest fucking moment ever. Everybody was tripping out. That 15-year-old was already like speaking about women like that. Oh,
Yeah.
she's disgusting.
Were you
She's,
proud? You pat him on the back?
I honestly, it was a proud moment that he has some sort of class. That he has.
That's class.
Well, he's not gonna just.
I told you he needs me to straighten his nephew out.
I'm just saying, I was very proud of
How
that
is
moment.
that class?
This is child abuse. He's taking them to strip clubs, Pearl.
Not strip clubs. I'm taking them to. Well, I promised him something for his 16th birthday.
16? That's so young. They shouldn't even be able to get in.
16.
They deserve a childhood. They deserve to play.
I never said
Innocence.
I've never said I'm taking him to a strip club at 16. I'm bringing the strip club to his, like, to him. I'm gonna get a hotel room.
So basically, puckers.
Yeah, I'm getting a hotel room for him.
This is really disturbing. I feel like we should call the cops or tell your brother. Warn your brother about you.
My brother was laughing. My brother's like, don't fucking bring him a dirty hooker. But yeah,
you Russians are rough.
Yeah, it was funny. It was hilarious. So he still reminds me till today. He said, "Are you gonna give me a hooker for my 16th birthday? Like, you want a hooker or you want a car?" As a joke, I'm like, "What do you want?" So I want both.
Damn. Okay. I don't want to be.
Rocky, does it not bother you that a 12-year-old boy could see more naked women in 20 minutes than King Solomon did his entire life? Like, doesn't that give you pause?
I think
for
King
a
David
moment?
was the womanizer.
No, King Solomon was the one that had 700 wives and 300 concubines.
How does a
How do you
12-year-old
not
boy
know
see?
your own history?
King David also had like a lot of wives, and he also raped. Like he would send husbands to the battle and steal people's wives.
But how?
Yeah, but not
He
bigger
raped
than
Bathsheba.
Solomon's.
What?
Not bigger than King Solomon's.
Oh, I guess
He had 1,000 royal partners, 700 wives, and 300 concubines. Like, he can't even visit each of them in the year. And a 12-year-old boy sees more naked women than he did his entire life in 20 minutes.
What do you mean?
We need to be protecting these kids.
Because
Because he can see it online. He's just seeing it online.
Okay,
Woman after woman, naked girl after naked girl, porn after porn after porn. And it's just too much.
So imagine.
Shield them.
So if the king was alive in today's modern day, what would happen, you think?
The what?
Like you said, there was a womanizer. King David was a womanizer?
King Solomon, yeah.
King Solomon, sorry.
He wasn't a womanizer. He just had 700 wives and 300 concubines. He had a large harem because he was very rich. Yeah. Back then, it was considered a sign of status how big your harem was.
So you want to tell me he had 700 weddings?
Yeah. He had 700 weddings. Sometimes I'm sure you would just marry them to like fuck them, and then you wouldn't see them for years,
I don't know that part, to be honest. Think they were all faithful?
I'm sure.
All 700 you think were faithful? Not one
I
kind
do.
of slipped up.
I do. They were married to the king.
I understand.
Right, you know your Bible. Well done, Pearl.
I thought you would know.
I remembered that. I remember like yelling at my dad about David being a womanizer, and I forgot about Solomon's many wives. He was also a womanizer, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
They're really like not that good guys,
I don't know if they weren't that good guys. You're still married to the king. So this common misconception of what harems were. So they'd have sex with them, but they wouldn't just throw them. They would become under their protection. And they would be dressed well, and they would be perfumed and washed and bathed. And their only job would be to look sexy, walking in his crew. That's it. Like wherever he goes, you're in his crew and you look hot. That's your job. Like you probably won't get laid.
But Bathsheba was already like under the protection of her husband, and then
that's a different case. But I'm saying like generally the bigger the harem, the higher the status.
Mm.
The status.
Interesting.
By the way, he didn't rape her. He just sent her husband to be killed in battle, and then he married her. But still, it's like
It's the
that
same.
story for.
Yeah, Rafi, why does he need to see that already?
Why does
Too
he need to see
early.
it?
Yeah, too early. 16.
He already had, I think, 3 girlfriends.
Oh.
He had 3 girlfriends. He always brings girls to the house, takes them to the basement.
Fucks them.
They chill well. We don't have cameras there. My brother doesn't
Oh,
have
do you have cameras everywhere else?
In my house, I have cameras. Over my brother's house, he doesn't have cameras in the basement. He just
Okay, but
renovated
does
the
he have
basement.
cameras outside, like for outside?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. How about inside?
First floor door, like the doors, the backyard doors, stuff like that. Yes, like entryways.
Okay. I think cameras inside the house are creepy. I think they should only be outside. I don't know what's wrong with you guys. Why does it have to be Fort Knox?
I have a camera, a camera in my bedroom. It dispenses streets and records everything.
Okay, that's cool.
Really, that's the cool part, that I have one in my bedroom that can be recording everything that's happening on the bed. That's cool.
Yeah, why not? You need to document memories.
I got that idea. Well, my buddy did that first. He's like, that was the best
why
way to do.
not?
Just keep a camera and that's it.
I mean, you have to document yourself when you were at your prime.
Exactly.
Because it's all downhill from here, you know?
Yeah, doesn't get better.
Exactly. Hopefully it gets better when you gain weight.
What do you mean it gets, well...
You're going to gain weight, right? You're going to put some weight on?
Fuck, I'm hoping.
Where'd you go, Penco?
Why does he need weight? Is he skinny?
Yeah, he lost a lot of weight recently.
A lot of weight.
Too much. And he was already thin, so...
Is Rafi attractive?
I have a...
Rafi's a homie.
I have a problem.
Rafi has an attractive personality.
You might have cancer if you're losing weight fast.
He did. He's young for that, and he got checked out.
Well, so this is the thing.
He's just been partying too much.
I got a thing. Where was I going with this? I gave my blood 2 weeks ago. My doctor calls me and goes, I need to see you ASAP as soon as possible.
Okay.
That's not good, because usually if they
that's very bad. Okay.
Usually if they don't find anything in your blood, they usually, I don't know, I have an appointment with her Monday. It's like, usually they don't find anything, they don't call you, but she called me and she needs to see me ASAP. And she also said in a month I have to get my blood again. So we're going to have to do another blood test.
Wait, so you don't know what's wrong with you?
I check on a Monday.
Okay.
Wait, so you don't know what's wrong with you?
No.
You might have Crohn's disease or something.
No.
Fuck.
He would notice that.
Do you have pain or something?
Do I have pain?
Yeah.
No, not really.
You just are losing weight for no reason?
Yeah.
Do you have like upset stomach, diarrhea? I don't know.
No.
Okay.
Nothing. Are you running a Pepto-Bismol commercial?
Yeah. I thought you might have like an Ashkenazic stomach or something.
No. I have a bulletproof stomach.
Mm-hmm. So you make borscht? You know how to make borscht?
Do I know how to make borscht?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I make a phone call and borscht gets made.
Oh, your mama? Your mommy?
Exactly.
Cute.
Anything.
Why don't you go get a pot right now and eat it?
Doesn't
that sound good?
Nah, I don't want borscht.
Too thick for you?
Nah, just not in the mood for borscht. I just woke up recently.
Okay, you need to eat something soon. I would open your appetite with some orange juice.
No. So
do you have orange juice in your house?
No. I already ate, then I went back to sleep.
I love how there's 2 Anons recording Rafi's health habits.
Okay.
Imams?
No, 2 Anons recording Rafi and talking about his habits, his health problems. It's gonna go blasted all over the live stream they have of Buttercup Anti-Semite.
It's okay. So I'm free like a birdie.
Free from what?
Oh, it already moved on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you back in your place?
No, it moved on to another thing, but it's still back and forth.
What do you mean? Back and forth?
It's not a boyfriend.
Yo, Ibrahim, wait a minute. I'm gonna make a room we can chill.
Wait a
What's
minute.
up,
She has a boyfriend?
She got
Hi,
one like in
Sarah.
2 weeks.
Wait a
But
minute,
she
I'm
needs
gonna
a, she
make
needs
a
a
room
place
for
to
me
sleep.
and you.
She doesn't have her apartment?
Hey,
Who's
don't know what
there?
the fuck is happening anymore.
She doesn't have her
He's a
apartment?
friend of mine.
Nice. Is he also
She
Palestinian?
does. Her mother's
No,
there.
he's
I
Libyan.
don't know.
Mm.
Libyan.
Yeah.
It's, but yeah, thank God.
Nice
It's
to
done.
meet you.
I see.
It's done.
Her mom is there.
It is done. So she's still at the neighbors here and there, or at the fucking guy that she's fucking. So it's back and forth. So
Ew, already?
I should go shopping at the
Of course,
supermarket.
she's,
Should I leave you
that's
alone
the
or shut the room?
That's the love.
That's the come on. That's
Yeah, brother, what the fuck? Your ears are big, man. You have big ears, you know this.
I have big ears.
Did you know that? Did you notice, Rafi?
You know, I have big ears. I can hear you better. So I can hear anti-Semitism better.
Hey,
Love it.
don't do that. Don't do that in my room.
that's Rafi in the middle of the ears. That is him.
No fun, what's up?
Yeah,
Kinda.
come. I'm just like chilling with Buttercup, but with Amanda.
What is the gap?
Corey's my favorite
Yeah,
person on
yeah,
set.
big times.
He thinks I'm Shabak though. He thinks I'm like Israeli intelligence trying to get him.
Yes, it's trying to get
He's
me,
like, why
man.
is she so nice?
She's Mossad.
That's
Where you from?
No, I'm Shabak because he's Palestinian. Shabak is for the domestic spies, you know.
yeah,
Shin Bet.
you and Emerald,
Yeah, we're secret. We're just you can't.
secret agent. So next time I get locked up, I will be smacked up by
Yeah,
Hey guys, Shabbat.
you wish. You wish for.
Hey.
you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Hey, who let Jacob up?
It was Rafi. I'm sorry, you know, I want
That was a bad
okay.
idea. I don't know about Jacob. Who's Jacob? Is he bad?
He's annoying.
Okay, I can leave. I'm sorry.
I can drop it back down.
I'm gonna
No,
go
I'm
down.
sorry. Now I feel bad. I feel bad for you now. Okay, you could stay.
Why?
Alright.
So mean.
He's like a sad boy.
But if it's
You're a
sassy boy.
sad girl.
I had one
That's true.
question for Buttercup, and it was the obvious, will you be my girlfriend? But yeah, it's fine.
You ask that again, you're gonna know what's gonna happen to
Oh
you.
my God, wait a minute.
It's okay, I'm sorry.
Just kidding. Okay. Goodbye. Have a good one.
But hey, Buttercup, you
You
get
can
that.
stay,
You're
Jacob.
gaining a lot of following.
I have like a line of an army of simps on this app.
Oh,
In the
damn.
army?
I don't want to bother you guys.
You're
No,
not
it's okay.
bothering
I'm sorry,
us,
Jacob. I was so
can
mean to you.
stay.
Yeah.
Now I feel bad.
No, you
Listen,
don't.
for the new
It's
guys,
okay.
I'm Palestinian guy.
The thing is,
Okay,
every time I'm
now
nice to him, he does this to me. He sexually harasses me every time. And I'm like, and then I feel bad for him again because he's such a loser. And then he does it again.
Who does that shit?
Sorry.
Four.
I'm
Yo,
sorry.
What?
She says you're sexually harassing her.
You're sorry, but you'll do it again. Next time I let you up.
I'm sorry.
Is this you, the second
What?
picture, or no?
I don't understand what's happening.
Brother, Four, you're okay. Yeah, I respect you, Four. I'll write you, know, right?
Yes, of course, man.
That's it,
Of course, we just like chilling,
Capri's
man.
gonna give you so much shit, Rafi, for modding with me.
That's it. Listen, brother,
You
we're
handle the
right.
heat.
Yeah, man.
But listen, Zir, I know Buttercup for a long time. But
No.
I don't think the other guys in the room know who I am. But I'm a
fuck
Palestinian guy, and me and Buttercup got
All right. Certain things, all right.
about the politics.
Yeah, we
keep it
agree
this way.
with each other.
Keep
Oh,
it the
lots of
same
things.
way, brother. Yeah.
Four is a good guy.
Yeah, what she said, Zir, I didn't understand what she was talking about.
Keep doing you, bro. Keep being you. You know.
Yeah. What you mean, bro? Just wait. I will make it. We're gonna chill, bro. I'm just like chilling, see what is going on.
Brother, for what you said, bro. You're trying to beef with me.
No, like you're my brother, man. Just chill.
Girl, you never learned Arabic?
Yeah, I speak Arabic
No.
for sure.
That's sad.
Isn't
Do you
it
understand
so
Hebrew?
sad?
How close is
No,
Amr?
Why would I understand Hebrew? What?
I don't know. Aramic's really similar. I read some texts in Aramaic.
Honestly, it is. You're right. you're absolutely right. It is. Like, for instance,
We borrow a lot of words from
you
Aramaic
borrow
too.
everything. Everything is borrowed. Okay, how do you say sun?
Sun Ben.
No,
This is
sun
borrow
is
me.
not
Oh,
big.
sun Shemesh.
That's one.
Shemesh, yeah. So
Anyone
we
wants to
say,
borrow me?
hold on,
It can be
0
borrowed, you know.
What do you say for Shemesh?
We say shimsha. So what you do is
You add an aleph at the end of every word, basically.
exactly, and
Yeah.
you guys removed it. You shortened it.
Yeah.
So instead of shimsha, it's shimish. A lot of words are like that. A
Yeah.
lot. So yeah, but we're a little older, and we were the first. And then you grew up congruently on the side, but most of your roots are Aramaic.
Do you use Arabic lettering or Hebrew lettering?
We use Aramaic lettering. I don't know. There's an Aramaic alphabet.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Is it similar to Hebrew?
It is similar to Arabic, I would say. The script is similar, but it's different. Like, you can see it's different.
That's cool. You know, Hebrew has a script that looks very close to Arabic. Did you know that?
I've seen the Hebrew
like
script.
the handwriting.
Actually, that's the one similar to the Assyrians use.
Yeah,
the one
that's right, Dean.
Samaritan use, and
But Hebrew script isn't connected.
Yeah, but it's similar in I don't know, aesthetically
No,
to
it's not to
Arabic.
the Arabics. It doesn't. It's really not similar to the Arabic.
It's not. There's no common letters.
No.
I read both Hebrew and Arabic, and for me, it's really hard to read. People who grew up in Israel, they studied it in schools, but those who didn't, they mostly don't know it. And Assyrian script, like it's ancient, like it's like a form of older Aramaic. They're still using the old Aramaic text, but the one you are talking about, the Old Hebrew, is still used by the Samaritans. They call it Old Hebrew. Others call it Aramaic for them.
Dean knows so much stuff. Dean, where are you from?
Oh, I'm from all over the place. Partially from where Pearl is. From
Iraq.
Yeah. Remember we talked about it once. Yeah.
How did you learn Hebrew?
Iraqi.
He's Iraqi. What's the other half?
Iraq, Iran, and Lebanon, and also my Jewish side is Georgian.
Oh, interesting. Georgia.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
you're
I'm basically
diverse.
Alawi and Jewish, but I'm Halachti Jewish.
Interesting. Very cool.
Yeah.
Where do you live now?
Now UAE, and it's boring here.
Yeah.
Especially with the war and everything, and it's crazy.
Everything's shut down.
Where is it?
UAE.
Oh.
Yeah, I
rough
lived in
times.
Kurdistan for a while. I lived in Kurdistan. As a child, I grew up in Iran. I lived in Lebanon, so I basically lived in all the enemy states, and I have my own experiences as a Jew and the anti-Semitism I
Okay, so
faced.
you do consider
Oh,
yourself.
you're like a Mossad wet dream.
Wait, you actually you identify as Jewish?
He said he's halakhically Jewish.
That's not I know, but does he practice? Does he present Jewish? I don't know.
Yeah. Do you?
Basically, I fast Yom Kippur. I clean up on Passover. I do like some basic, like Jewish.
Yeah.
Let's say.
Yeah.
Like
fair.
most Jewish. Yeah.
Is this
Were
the
you raised with like
tradition
Jewish
you grew up in?
traditions?
Yeah.
No, it was like hidden mostly. I knew from my grandmother. She told me later in my life. I was.
What a beautiful
17.
story.
Yeah. Thank you.
I feel like I've met someone like you on Tandem. Were you on Tandem?
No, but I was here like years ago, and you remember Yaakov? May he rest in peace, Jacob.
Yeah.
Corby? Yeah. We used to spend a lot of time with him and Sarah. And my podcast, maybe the later. So
Jacob Nova?
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool. I know a little bit of Aramaic from, when I went to Jewish school, we studied the Talmud as an Aramaic, so I basically we noticed that pattern. A lot of the words.
It makes sense. It's the Talmud.
They would just add an olive at the end, and I'm like, oh, it's just Hebrew with an olive at the end.
Literally, no, the Talmud was written in what is modern day Russian. So it makes sense that it would be in Aramaic, since that was the lingua franca.
Can you guys guys read the Talmud and understand it?
I've never tried. Probably not. Why not? You don't try. I'm sure the script is a little. The Aramaic evolved. Exactly. Aramaic and Aramaic evolved. With the moment. That makes sense.
By the way, Carl, with the Hebrew, like the Hebrew still like basic Hebrew and the Arabic I know, but like because of it, I managed to understand a lot of the Syrian way, Arabic Syrian way.
No way.
Yes, especially like the Iraqi one because they also mix the Arabic with the Aramaic words and like when I really fascinating it a lot.
Nice, Steve. That's
Because
cool.
all these languages have the same ancestors.
What'd you say?
Sorry, what?
All these languages have the same ancestor, the Semitic languages.
Okay, Dean, there's a group, a small group, but a group nonetheless, of Iraqi Jews in Israel that they all speak this Aramaic. It's called Lushanadian.
Yeah, exactly. I know. My friend is from
And we are 85% intelligent. I understand 85% of everything their grandmother said. And it's
yeah, especially like it was mostly the book dialect, the Assyrian dialect in the book and around Turkey area, this area. So it's really intelligent.
so cool.
Yeah, basically it was Aramaic. It was fully Aramaic.
Yeah, no, it's not Hebrew at all. They only live in Hebrew when they came.
Yeah, by the way, Arabic Jews used to say we speak Aramaic. They didn't say like when they say Yehudi, the other word for it Aramaic, Arami. They say Arami because most vocabulary Iraqi Jews used was Aramaic. There are some Jewish in it because of the prayers, but but mostly it's Aramaic.
Jews were very integrated and had status in Iraq before.
Oh yeah, they were there.
It's like the saddest story. They're like the oldest community, and it was completely destroyed by Israel.
Since the Babylonian exile.
Israel.
Well, Israel did do two terror attacks there, right, to drive him out. Also, I know there was anti-Semitism. There was that pogrom.
Yes, it's been proven almost without a shadow of a doubt.
But they did. There was a pogrom. There was anti-Semitism. There was hate. There was
always
a riot.
pogroms, always against the minorities. The Christians experienced the same, but it never got so bad. Like maybe
that they would leave
for a little bit and come back, like in like a week or something like that. Like we would never leave the land fully. And the thing about the Jews, they were very concentrated in Baghdad. They were the chiefs of commerce, trade, loans, everything. They were very much that very high status in Baghdad, and then they were forced to go to what was then a total shithole. Like nothing was there was nothing
They're
going
discriminated
on there.
against.
They were discriminated against. They were put in tents. This is what killed me the most. Their degrees weren't counted. And at that time, University of Baghdad was like Harvard. It was all Oxford professors as a remnant from when the British used to rule us. They sent all their professors to teach at our universities. So it was a very high status at the time that they were graduating, these grandmas and grandpas. And they just totally rejected the degree, but they accepted like the Russian degree, like from Russian universities.
That's wild.
Like they just would not. So like if they were an engineer practicing for 30 years, they wouldn't accept the degree. They'd have to just go back and, but the other degrees they would. And at the time, there was a shortage of everything, right? Israel was just getting on its feet. It needed like trained, skilled professionals. Mm-hmm. But no, they were sweeping the bathroom floor and shit.
Yeah, it's really heartbreaking. And those attacks, Avi Shlaim says he has pretty good intel. I mean, it's not like proven without a shadow of the doubt, but the Mossad staged 2 attacks to sort of, shake them.
They called it Operation Ezra and Nineveh.
Israel was the operation to lift them up, to take them. Actually, that was the operation.
Yeah, that was, you're right.
No, that's the rescue. They also did some secret.
The
There were two terror attacks that are suspected in Mossad.
But what led up to the rescue?
It was never proven because mostly
it wasn't proven. You're right.
They executed Jews for it, so we can't tell for sure. They executed
We
so many
cannot
Jews.
tell for sure, but we know.
I know. Avi Shlaim says he heard from someone, but you're right. It hasn't been proven.
It's speculation, but we kind of know.
Yeah.
Because in Iraq, it's like a fact for them. The Iraqi government said these people did that, and they started to hunt Jews. But we can't. I don't believe anything.
Let me tell you
the Iraqi government
something. You would
says.
have to drag these Jews kicking and screaming from Iraq, where they enjoyed being very rich. Okay, they owned all the tahini factories, all those factories, olive, everything. They owned it all. And they did extremely well. There was no restrictions on them in business and trade and finance, nothing. And does that mean there was no pogroms ever? No, of course. There was always pogroms, this, that.
Yeah, but Notice Said shifted.
They were there for so long, Buttercup. Imagine a population.
I know. I read Avi Shlaim's account.
536 BC. So over 2,000 year presence.
I know. I think it's longer than that. Aren't they since Babylonian times?
Yeah, 2,500 years.
Over 2,000 years since the Babylonian exile, 536 BC. So roughly 2,500 years there. Only when Israel was formed did you get them out.
It's the biggest tragedy.
Every single one of them out. It was such a tragedy.
But why it happened? They didn't leave. They didn't want to leave at the beginning.
They didn't want to leave.
But they were kicked out by the government, by the Iraqi government. They started to confiscate their properties. They started to give them. Remember the yellow IDs? It started in the Kingdom era. The yellow IDs for the Jews. So basically, I think they took that idea from Hitler. Everything, the yellow stuff like that.
It was not good. They were also at the end, like with the formation of Israel and what happened, the Nakba and Mabarab Shu. I mean, you have to imagine that these weren't like, they weren't gung-ho about you guys. You know,
yeah,
there
but
was a lot of...
There is an older speech for Notice Said. It was really well known. He said, we will destroy Israel by sending all these Jews to it. Israel can't handle almost 1 million Jews from the Arab world. They will be destroyed.
They thought the Arab Jews would take them over, but they didn't.
Yeah, so so it was an Arab plan. They decided they wanted this, and you are seeing Iraq right now. Where are we? Where are your people? Where are my people? We were the majority at some point. Where are we now?
We're in America and we live very well, so I'm not complaining.
I'm not complaining, but it's also these are our lands. We have history there. We have everything there. So I'm not saying we should go back or anything, but I'm saying how they treated us and where did we end up? Like,
the problem is there's shithole now because of the war. There's debris everywhere. It's still, they're like 30 years from being like normal again. And I would love to go back and take some land. I really would. But
probably if you go back to Iraq,
we have illegal squatters on our land, and very hard to keep them out because there's no presence there.
Yeah. Yes, it happened a lot. It's keep happening. And not to mention the government, especially like in Kurdistan, they're really confiscating Christian lands. And in Iraq, the mainland Iraq, mostly not confiscation, but like squatters in Baghdad, other areas. So, yeah, and...
I'll be honest with you, the Kurdish are kind of the worst. They take 50% of everything. But I'm not sure which is better, living under the Kurdish regime or the Arab regime. Like one worse than the other. But at least the Arab regime doesn't come and take 50% taxes.
Yeah, for me, it's all the same. Arab, Kurd, Turks, they're all invaders basically come in, and everyone comes and claims to be native to this land, and we are somehow the foreigners. Sadly, this is how it is right now.
Yeah, but the Jews of Iraq are a very interesting story. One of the oldest synagogues is in Iraq. Saddam maintained it, and then these Iranian guys don't care. They could care less. They're just letting it fall apart.
All of them were horrible to the Jews. Right now, Iraq is actually this is weird, but like Rabbi Gideon, they are repairing his shrine. His basically
Really?
almost 1,400 years ago, and they are repairing his shrine. They finished most of the renovation.
Where?
It's in Baghdad.
No way.
Yeah,
What's
it's
this
recently.
Rabbi what?
Gideon. Gadon. In Arabic, they would call him. He was, I think, he was even the Minister of Finance during the era of Caliph Ali. Yeah.
Like they enjoyed such senior positions that the impetus to leave would have to be like they absolutely had no choice.
Yeah, imagine like the fourth Caliph Ali, he was his finance minister. He controlled the whole finances of the Islamic world. But unfortunately, even then, so many pogroms happened, and I really hate it when so many Arabs. Do you? Oh, you don't speak Arabic, so you probably never heard about this.
What?
Layth Tamimi.
No, what does it mean?
So, a guy, he was with the militias, he was a murderer, and suddenly he's like pro-Israel and going up out on channels and having meetings with the Jews everywhere, and even some Israeli channels are promoting him. And suddenly, I'm like, and I hate this. I'm like, didn't we learn the lesson? Like, why always anti-Semites and haters and murderers come to us and we suddenly like forgive them when they say something nice about us? But they have their own agendas.
Dean, do you identify as like Jewish now?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think about this Muslim guy who won in Michigan, who really hates Israel and AIPAC really badly? And he won, and it's very likely he won the primary. His name is Abdul Saeed.
I heard a couple of his remarks, and I don't like him.
You don't like him?
Yeah, I was hearing you guys like you can
well,
you know better. I'm not American,
20,000 votes.
I'm not American. I will not interfere. But for me, as a Jew, I'm not sure. Like, and people were talking a lot.
Yeah, I wouldn't be sure if I were you either.
Yeah, I want someone who will be. Like, I don't want someone who will who want to destroy Israel or something like that, for sure. This is the only home we have. Like, I'm still not Israeli. I didn't make Aliyah yet, but I'm facing so much hate, so much anti-Semitism, and sadly, most of it from my friends at the time that I lived in Kurdistan. And a lot of my friends...
I'm surprised. I thought they liked the Jews.
Oh, I thought too, and I basically told them, mostly the Kurds, I told them about my identity, and right after October 7th, good thing I wasn't in Kurdistan then, because I would have been killed if I was. I never returned. I never returned after that to Kurdistan. I really liked it. I wanted to stay there. I wanted to, but after that, I was like, no, I'm never going back. This is...
Why? What happened really there?
The hate messages I started to receive, your turn,
after
you're coming
October
next.
7th?
Exactly, like, and I was sharing, I was even... Huh? What?
Before Netanyahu responded, you got the hate?
On October 7th, they were celebrating, and I shared about...
what?
Jake, we just mentioned him here. And he was missing at that time. We didn't know anything about him.
Yeah.
And they said, "Oh, you will be next. He's dead, and you will be next." And I started to have so many hate. Yeah. So that's why I can't trust them, because I live with them. I see that I read Arabic. I speak Arabic. I also understand Kurdish, and I've seen it all. I see it in Arabic, in Kurdish. I've seen all the hate they have.
Damn.
Sorry?
Keep hiding, Dean.
שבוע טוב.
שבוע טוב, אחי.
Baby.
Yeah, so basically, I don't know. For me, it's I really had different ideas. I had a great idea for the Middle East, how it could be like an alliance with the Kurds, and one of the things I started to see in Kurdistan I didn't like is the way they were treating the Muslim Kurds were treating the Yazidis and the Assyrians, basically the Christians.
Like
Especially
what? How do they treat them?
taking their lands, their so many other things. At the checkpoints, they were being bad to them in many areas, especially the Yazidis. Like I've heard from Yazidis, they hit them at the checkpoint. They start to ask them, to Yazidi, to Kurdi, they said, as Yazidi. And sorry, they asked me, are you Yazidi or Kurd? They would reply, I'm Yazidi. If they reply, I'm Yazidi, not Kurd, they would kick them in the checkpoint, beat them up.
Wow.
Yeah. That's one of the things they used to do. And even with my Christian friends who are moving around, they would say they're Kurds, the Christian of Kurdistan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Masihi Kurd.
I guess they're Kurds. They're Christian Kurds. There are Christian Kurds.
No, they're not. They're Assyrians. But they have to say it because those, if you've seen it, like a lot of Assyrian groups, sometimes they were like raising the flags when they go to the events.
Themselves Christian Kurds? That's gross.
Yeah, but they have to. Like, they want to live. They want to. Yeah, like I understand how it is. They have to like
for protection.
Yeah, for protection. And a lot of them, when they leave, they start to be like really angry at it and start to speak up. But some of them don't even after they leave because they have family. They want to keep coming back. They don't want to avoid any problems.
You understand Kurdish?
Yes,
Kurds are the worst. The absolute worst.
They're very
confusing. Yes. Sorry, Moshe, what?
I said they're very confusing to me. The Kurds, the Iraqi Kurds, very confusing people to me.
They are. I really thought they were allies.
Me
friends,
too. It's before the whole Iran thing, you know, they try to portray themselves as allies. They really try to get into the Jewish community to get Jews to be more loyal to the Kurds than they are to Jews who are in Iran for 2,500 years. There's a few things in their agenda that's very suspicious to me. But listen, if we didn't have a country, if we didn't have Eretz HaKodesh, they wouldn't care about us. They wouldn't want anything about. They would treat us the same way they treated Yazidis.
Exactly, man. You know it exactly. And I was brainwashed. Unfortunately, I was amongst so many Jews that were brainwashed, and
unfortunately, many of us are brainwashed by them.
Sorry.
Unfortunately, many of us are brainwashed by them, and unfortunately, many American Jews who are very ignorant about our history and the history of just our region in general, they get very manipulated by Iraqi Kurds, very much so.
Yeah, right now I'm seeing not just the Iraqi Kurds, the Syrian Kurds as well. And you're seeing how they are like cozying up with Jolani. And if you are reading, because Syrian Kurds mostly write in Arabic, and if you see their posts, it's crazy right now. Bro, basically glorifying their alliance with Jolani.
It's crazy. I know Syrian Arabs, like the most moderate, like normal people, and they love Jolani, and they're hardcore lovers of Jolani. And I don't understand it because some of these people are so progressive. You know, it doesn't make sense.
But just like
I don't know any Syrian Kurds. I don't know any Syrian Kurds, to be honest. So I don't know anything about them. I assume they're different from the Iraqis, you know?
Yeah. I remember one time there was this Syrian Kurd, and he basically was studying in American University, and he was studying on
There's no Assyrian Kurds. They're Assyrians and they live in Kurdistan.
No, Syria, not Assyria. Syria, from Syria.
Syria, yeah.
Yes. Suri.
Assyria predates Kurdistan, the whole identity.
Yeah, exactly. Kurdistan is new in Iraq. They came around 1500.
Assyria predates Iraq.
Wait, the first time
Iraq is only 100 years old. It's like 120.
100%. You got it. You got it.
Iraq is relatively new. We have Assyria and Babylon.
Like they always criticize Israel. Oh, they're so young. They're only 80 years old. They just popped into existence. Most of these Arab nations also just popped into
Iraq, Jordan, Lebanon. Exactly. 100%.
Popped into existence around the same time almost.
100%.
Yeah, like it's relatively
King
old.
Faisal, no?
Sorry?
It was Iraq, the King Faisal, no?
Yeah, exactly. King Faisal.
Yeah, it was King
1921, I
Faisal.
think.
Mesopotamia before.
He was awesome. I like that guy. King Faisal. He's good.
He was sick. He was okay.
Yeah, he was good. He was really good with the Jews.
Very good, but he was good. He was
Yeah,
good
yeah,
for the
he was
country.
really good. Yeah, but his son was horrible.
Good for the
Ghazi.
country, but terrible for the minorities. He treated him really bad.
Not Faisal, that was his son Ghazi. His father was sick, he was being treated, and he died after it. And his son Ghazi took control. Ghazi was like anti-Semite, anti-Assyrians, anti-minorities. And at the time Ghazi was, imagine who was the prime minister. It wasn't Noor Said, it was Bakr Siddiq or something. I don't remember. He was a Kurd. They did the Simel, the massacre against the Assyrians.
Mm-hmm.
It was Ghazi and the Kurdish Prime Minister of Iraq at the time.
Yeah.
Barzani.
Yeah. And Ghazi was killed later. He died in a car accident. They are saying mostly the Brits killed him. And it was legit. He was like really a Nazi. And, he was horrible. But his son, Faisal, who was basically, Faisal the second, was raised by his uncle, the crown, the regent, Abdul Ilah. Yeah, Abdul Ilah, if I remember his name. So he was good. Abdul Ilah was good. But then they killed him. So
anyone good they kill. That's what it is.
yeah, exactly. Anyone is good, they kill. And even with them being good, I mean, I'm skeptical about the whole monarchy. Like most of it was a golden age for us. It was really good.
I love
But
monarchy.
also during
a constitutional monarchy like England.
I
love
am with
it
you.
for Iraq.
I'm with you.
I think it's nice. You need a unifier of the country. You need a prime minister to run the country.
What's up?
What's wrong with the king? We like king.
I'm with you.
We are.
Yes, long live the king.
We long live the king. You know, we were modeled after the British system. We were never good like we were under the British system. When the British ruled, we were in the best shape possible. We were so good during that time. Now,
Yeah,
when
exactly.
the Arabs rule, it becomes tough.
Yeah, exactly. They ruin anything they ruin. That's
Under British rule.
Listen, Pearl, I have some questions for you. So you said you are Iraqi Christian that you migrated to the USA, right?
No, I never said any of that.
No, what am this?
Oh, not? Are you a Jew?
No, I'm not a Jew.
You must be a Jew.
What do you want to know?
Be a
Ask me a
Yahud.
question. Don't worry about what I am.
You must be Yahud, madam. You must be Yahud.
No,
you get to speak against
joking,
the
I'm
Master
joking.
Am race. You must
Just
be
say whatever you want.
If you are not one of us, you must be Yahud. You must be.
What's up, dude?
Listen.
Not Arab. That's your question.
Hey, listen, Pearl, it was not like no personal question, like, you know.
I'm an Arab
I might
Christian,
forget,
yeah.
like, what you
Okay,
wanted
let's
to
say
know.
I'm an Arab Christian. And
Yeah,
what? What's your point? What
nothing.
else?
What I'm supposed to do?
I don't know. Are you just asking what I am? Or do you have
Yeah,
a
I'm
point?
just like asking for
Yeah,
no
bitch.
reason.
Oh, yeah. I'm an Arab Christian. But
So
I was
basically, you just
born
wanted
in
to
America.
interrupt us.
But I was born
Oh.
here. I'm American. America! I'm pretty
That's
American.
nice.
Tahiyya America.
I love America. It's beautiful. We do
Tahiyya
some
Trump.
evil things. I'm not gonna lie. But you know, you want to make an omelet, you gotta crack a few eggs. That's what it is. That's what nation building is.
Whenever my grandpa visited Iraq, they would want him to curse America or say anything bad about it. I was like, what? America is my home. What did
Yeah,
Iraq do?
it's so hard. The Iraqis are fierce patriots of America. Like the Iraqis that come. I've never met an Iraqi that doesn't say he loves America.
Bro, I know Iraqi Arabs who are more like so patriotic. People in Iraq right now who are so patriotic to America, and it's crazy. Like they would cut off their toes. Yes. No, I know. I can send them a link to their room. They cut off their toes.
You know what it is? We just want British rule. When we have British fashion and British Oxford professors. The University of Baghdad used to be rated so highly on the universal stage, and now it's shit.
You know how many Iraqis I know who love George Bush? You'd be shocked.
Okay, but George Bush was evil. George Bush was evil. George Bush was not good.
I know he's not good, but do you know how many Iraqis love him? It's crazy.
I don't know about that.
No, I know about. You might not know, but I know.
Maybe that's why they threw a shoe at him.
I don't think like
It was actually an Egyptian.
Really? I thought it was an American.
Listen, but our people sometimes. Yes.
Sure, I know this good Iraqis, this bad Iraqis. I know.
About America.
American Iraqis, particularly.
No, not American Iraqis. America in general. The reason we think it's so high is because there's never been a better form of democracy than the one we have. We're extremely free. You're not going to have free in America. No idea.
These people are stupid progressives. Open stupid progressives. 100%. 100%.
America's having it's a household society for sure. It's a lot of money and they have good lives. That's not true in most Arab majority countries. Like to live in a nice house or $1 million house, it's not, they're very poor there. Like the Christians of Lebanon live the upper echelon. They live very well. But the Christians of Iraq were always kind of pretty poor. So
Makes sense.
They really never had like money, spare money, but they grew their own shit. They had a cow for milk, everything organic. Like people were in Iraq and not the same people were here. They still have a house that is a huge house. It's like 12-bedroom house over there.
You just gotta do things from scratch.
They just didn't have like extra money to spend. Does that make sense? My grandma had 14 kids. There was no extra money.
Oh, that's it. That's awesome.
My mom is one of 14.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
So there's a bit like and she used to wash the clothes by hand. Can you imagine that? For 14 kids. What are you doing?
That is wild. That's so fascinating.
My
I have
grandma
questions. Wow.
What's wrong with my grandpa?
No, that's what your ancestors used to do. But the rivers.
Not like kids. Like I talked to family.
Yeah, not like
Family. Yes, we need family. For the Christians, there was a whole Christian movie at freaking not that cool. That movie. Huge. But even 14 is a lot.
well, you guys need to have a lot of things to have to survive out there to have else.
I know you need it. We're exceptional.
Otherwise, like you guys like you guys
Not so yeah, it was cool. It's cool. I love her background. Like listen me. I'm literally one generation removed from that lifestyle. Like it's not that far from my grandma.
It's just the same. I hope the world changes, and like especially for all of us, the whole world. We're actually living our memories, creating our own lives, where all the history and our possess the right.
Did you hear that they repaired this long forgotten shrine
Yes.
But for example, Rabbi he was, so that's like recorded. So he was the finance minister for LA. But who was LA? Was he like really, was there building an Islamic caliphate back then? Or maybe he was one of those Israelites. But also remember the theory that anyways they're an Israelite and not even it has nothing to do with the Arabs. You know the Jews that fought the war with the Sassanids and they lost later. So I'm trying to really dig in a lot through it. I'm trying to find out if he was one of those Israelites. So no connection to Muhammad, to Islam, anything. It was later made the connection. So he was a king of Iraq, in Mesopotamia. Yes.
Either way, he makes Netanyahu look like
Maybe there was this I don't remember it. I can't remember it. But when he has he also has the song was again, remember it?
Bibi Millet Easter egg.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
She's really fun. Although I have to confess, one of those actually he wasn't elected so many times. But remember when he ran against Yitzhak Herzog? Back then I supported Herzog. So imagine my excitement when I saw both Bibi and Herzog being in the same government. He's the prime minister and Herzog is the president. It was really cool for me.
I have a question. Is Rabbi Herzog his grandfather a rabbi? A big rabbi? He's a huge rabbi. One of the
I remember his father was something like he was it was a big deal in the British Army or something, and or Irish, I don't remember. Basically, no British, of course, Ireland. But maybe I'm not sure if his grandfather was a rabbi. I don't remember.
Because there is this big rabbi. Called Herzog.
Oh, that's interesting. I might look into it as well.
But Netanyahu, I think he's a Levi, which is also pretty interesting.
Oh, he is. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the history of Jews in Iraq spans more than 2,500 years.
Correct.
Beginning with the Babylonian exile in the 6th century BCE, once a thriving center of Jewish culture, scholarship, and the creation of the Babylonian Talmud. The community was empty almost entirely in the mid-20th century. But that's how long it continues later.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Like you all the way up to like the Finnish guy and a little bit to that.
And let's not forget they contributed the main temple, which most Jews found in Babylon.
No internet.
Yeah, we didn't have.
I had my first dial-up internet when I was in senior year of high school. Oh, I couldn't remember. It was like chat rooms.
I think what's cool about this generation that I'm noticing, even with my own family around Christian's age, is they don't want to drink. They're not partying like that anymore. Like some of them do for sure. You know, some of their friends do, but that's not like the in thing to do. Like the way we did in the '90s 90s or early 2000s. We're not all gathering to get drunk like we used to. They're gathering basically, and they're doing other shit. Like some of these people are like doing or some of these kids are like doing TikToks and smoking weed, like blinkers, in their car. Like I've been hearing a lot about kids getting getting greened out, and stuff like that, and then gonna go eat at like Buc-ee's or something. Like that's what I'm seeing now. It's not really alcohol.
Yeah, it's more marijuana. Like it's became marijuana has became largely accepted in this generation.
Well, it's like downers in general. Like you said, Xanax and pills and stuff too are probably a big thing, but it's like downers are really a big thing nowadays. And it's kind of sad because you see a lot of these young rappers, like these young, what's his name? God, my mind just went blank. What's his name?
Lil Heat
or Little Pete. Yeah, Little Pete. He passed away. I always thought he was so cute. And the way he passed away was so awful. Like that poor kid. Like, oh my God. But yeah, all they do is they just pop pills and they like glamorize being depressed and sad and taking antidepressants and smoking all this shit to deal with their, fucked up emotions, maybe fucked up house, living situation or whatever. But I don't know. I mean, it's just really weird. But and then they, you get a demise, and these young kids kind of just see that, look up to it, and yeah, that shit's scary.
They've immersed themselves in shitty pop culture.
Yes.
I'm gonna pull it onto Steve real quick. I just found this out. This has been reported in the last 24 hours. Efforts to repeal the 17th Amendment, which basically gave the power to senators to the voters instead of the state lawmakers, is officially being brought in by Representative Keith Self, Republican Texan congressman. It's introduced in the House for Resolution 198 with many co-sponsors, and the proposal is basically seeking to return the selection of senators to state legislatures instead of the voter.
Wow.
Yeah. And if this passes, this will be indefinite, to what most have said. So,
well, Texas is in hot water right now because of their ban on THC. Yeah, they're really feeling the wrath of some of these Texans here because you've got veterans here in Texas that use marijuana for medicine, and now they're just completely banning it here. And they're literally 1 gram of flour can get you literally like a felony, a fucking felony. It'll get you a fucking felony for 1 gram.
actually, it's a misdemeanor. It's like a Class B misdemeanor.
No, look it up. They just banned all THC products here in Texas, and they reclassified it. They said that it will be a felony for anything with THC or THCA in it, and all the THCA products here in Texas that were being sold are now completely banned because it is completely illegal. So it's up to a felony to I believe 180 days in jail or something like that.
Yeah, you got too many MAGA dipshits in the fucking state.
Exactly.
So this is what it says.
Yeah, read it to me.
So, Texas Health and Safety Code 481.121 says, and this goes for straight marijuana, straight ordinary marijuana.
THC.
2 ounces or less, or THC, 2 ounces or less is a Class B misdemeanor, regardless of the THC amount. More than 2 to 4 ounces is a Class A misdemeanor. More than 4 ounces is a felony.
No, Google THC ban.
This is where I'm going to get it. I know, this is where I'm going to get to. For hemp-derived intoxicating cannabis, such as Delta-8, Delta-10, and THCP, has been rescheduled to a Schedule 1 controlled substance, and possession of those, even at a little amount, can be a felony. But with actual marijuana or weed, it's anything more than 4 ounces is where it's considered.
Oh, so it's just Delta is what
it's just the Delta stuff, yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, there you go, Christian. Now you gave me a little bit of relief there. I thought, oh, man, what are they doing? But people are pissed about it, though, because they were selling, I guess, Delta products everywhere here. And people were getting
that's-
hostile. Yeah, that shit sucks though. It's like literally incense. Like, why would you want to smoke that? Like, I just don't understand. Why would anybody want to smoke anything in general? But, like, why would you want to smoke something that doesn't really have, like, its natural probabilities? Like, it's been completely manufactured. Does anyone know what THC stands for?
Hydrocannabinoids.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. Or what was typical pothead? Fuck yeah, and you're in the desert.
Spring until the sun goes down a little bit more.
Fuck yeah. You sound exhausted.
It's good to have empty liquor bottles. Supplies. My birthday's before me too.
There's a house I know in California. I mean, not in California, I'm sorry, in Austin. And they have a beautiful backyard. It's so big, it's very green. And they have like this, ground pole. Like it's a pole that's in the ground. I know you think I meant all poles, but it's not a high pole, if that makes sense. Like it's very low. But anyways, like you step down into it. But they have
Is that how most swimming pools are used to?
well, it's hard to explain. Okay, all right, just let me have my moment. But they have a waterfall as well. They have a man-made waterfall there, and it's so pretty. It's so nice to just sit underneath there and let it just hit you, and stuff like that. Like I've been craving that pool for a while. It's kind of like a grotto. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It's kind of something like that, like undergroundish, in-groundish type pool. Yeah.
You know someone has a waterfall thing you can slide down it.
Yeah.
Chino Hills or something, some rich Asian area.
Yeah. This dude is not Chinese, but he's a photographer. He did a lot of the Hawaiian Tropic Girls. He did some Maxim magazine and stuff like that. But he has a big ass house here in Texas, in Austin, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful home.
These are people related to my ex, Taiwan. And, the guy's mother basically ran a factory in Taiwan. He just grew up independently wealthy. And then my ex's aunt married him, so she's never really done shit with her life or worked or done anything interesting. They're just like, and just ambiently rich for no reason. Just kind of dipshits. They're nice. They're hard to talk to if you want an interesting conversation because they haven't really done shit. Yeah, let's go have a waterfall.
That's cool. No, that's really cool. I wish I had one day. That's the goal. I would love to have my own pool, and I know there are a lot of maintenance, but I would rather have a pond than a pool because all the chlorine. I would rather have like a natural pond area. You know what I mean, with maybe some fish. Go swim in that or something. But
Yeah, swimming pools are kind of a pain in the ass.
right? Yeah.
Gotta clean them, we gotta keep the chemicals, we gotta put acid in them and chlorine.
Yep.
Test it, I don't know, once a week. Just scrub the bottom, it gets kind of grimy.
Yep. Yeah, and it gets out algae and shit. Like, and then some people just like literally don't even pour the water out. They just put a tarp over it and save it for next year, and then they, shock the pool water. Gross. No, I'd rather just have a natural pond or something and swim in that. Christian, are you still there? He's on a long phone call.
I'm gonna drive back to LA tomorrow, like around noon.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure we'll be on here. Trying to be entertained by the people.
T, where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? You don't have to give me the town or nothing, but what state are you in? I think you told me what instance.
Yeah, right. East Coast, but if it's okay, I prefer to tell you another word just to see a lot of people.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. I've always wondered where you were from, what area. I'm an open book, and people can tell automatically I'm from Texas and stuff, but I don't know anything other than Texas, but I wish I grew up in other places. Like, I kind of wish I grew up in Vegas. I know a lot of friends in the Vegas area, and they have a blast there. When you're raised in Vegas, like, you just know the in and outs of it, and it just seems like a lot of fun there. Like, everybody I know that they went to school there, they grew up there, partied there. I mean, they have great careers, and stuff, and they're just, I don't know, it just looks like it's so much fun.
Vegas is unique. It's definitely like a love thing. Like, other people love it when they need it. And people who hate it, it's just like too loud, too many lights, too many people. And the people who love it, they're like, this is just a unique place to live. Like, there's no other place you can live.
Yes.
Like 4 in the morning and get sushi.
Yeah. Yes. The thing about Vegas is that I've been there twice, once for work and once for pleasure. But the second time we went for pleasure, I really did get to do what I wanted to do. We were on it like on a schedule. We did things together in a group. But we did go walking around like at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and there was literally shows still going on. Like, you could go to any show or the shows that were open and go eat, watch a show, and then go back home, which is really fucking cool. I thought that was one of the neatest things ever, that like at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, if you're bored, you can literally go to some kind of show if it hasn't started yet, and get your tickets and stuff like that. And they're actually pretty, yeah, exactly. And it's actually pretty affordable, like $25, $20. It's that's kind of steep, but the show is always great. Like, we went to a magician show. Like, this magician did like a whole hour segment of just like showing his tricks and stuff and making birds come out of his sleeves, like all the typical stereotypical magician stuff. Like, it was really fucking cool the way he did it. And up next was like some belly dancers and stuff. Like, it was crazy. I was like, okay, I've had enough. But yeah, $20 got us a good show. So, Lexington, what are you doing?
Hey, what's up? Declare it universe before saying, oh, you cannot use it. Because at this point in time, the world community believes and thinks these are international waters, and even though Iran has the right to use any leverage that it has to defend itself, it is a little skeptical for anybody to accept that the Hormuz can be closed. And I hope I made this point, and I'm not going to talk about it any further. Thank you so much.
So you're saying that they should just basically say that this part of this right belongs to us. I'm sorry. I'm saying correctly. I think one of the reasons why they haven't done that makes sense indeed is because they probably would have been confused and terrorism against the terrorists. I think that's one of the reasons why they haven't.
So, Brother Fayaz, this is how the conversation started. They were making a deal with Iran, and I raised the question when Iran allowed them to block free. You know, if Oman says no, I don't want to make any deal with you, and you know, this was the conversation, right? And in my opinion, I feel like that Iran will not allow Oman to allow any type of ships that come through their establishment in the streets. That's strictly holy. So I'm saying, and that's where I have a problem. So, that is my problem.
What is your problem?
Due to Strait of Hormuz, billions of people are affected. Billions of people, not millions, billions of people.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know what is it that they are negotiating the Oman and Iran. We are not.
So in my opinion, Brother Fayaz, this is what happened. They wanted to close their doors and they saw Oman working with America. They saw that, okay, the Americans being sneaky working with Oman to make that, a separate route to the Omani side. So now they're working on a deal where America, first they need to, clear the blue. Come to a table with no sense, which means Oman and Iran needs to come to an agreement, and that agreement will be presented to the U.S. The both parties are on the table now. We agree now. We have to have a new MOU or whatever you want to agree. And I don't know. Did you read the conditions of they came out from the Iranian side? The conditions that I have, so it's all subjective, but I'll read it out again. It's about 9 points, by the way. Right here. The points, the number one is the conditions include an end to U.S. threats and insults. Number two, a permanent end to U.S. wars against Iran and its allies, Lebanon, Pakistan, Yemen, and Iran. Number three, lifting the global blockade and withdrawing U.S. forces. Number four, $300 billion in compensation for war damages. Number five, lifting all sanctions. Number six, unconditional release of all frozen assets. Number seven, Iran's right to charge up to 7% on cargo. Number eight, a ban on U.S. and Israeli vessels. Number nine, a 20% violation of toll on ships if the conditions are breached. So you see what I'm saying? 7% toll, meaning if the ship oil is worth, I don't know, 100 million, you're looking at 7 million you gotta pay.
Yeah, vessels after MOU vessels could pass straight without any problem if they just coordinated with the Iranian because of the safety issues. So it will not necessarily need to suffer.
Okay, what was the safety issue from the Omani side?
No, I mean, you don't get.
No, what was the safety issue from the Omani side? No, hold on, I'll leave you to claim. What was the safety? Did you set up sea mines in the Omani side of Strait of Hormuz?
I'm not sure about that. I don't think because the
okay, then what was the safety issue?
The safety issue is that if they are trying to bring any warship into the Strait of Hormuz, if they are trying to bring any submarine into the Strait of Hormuz, if they are
Iran could not see it. Iran could not see it, and they attacked the Singaporean vessel. It was an oil tanker.
If they are trying to carry fuel for American jets to bomb Iran.
Again, not everybody is transporting oil, man. I don't know what part of that don't you understand. You see, Edward, this is the narrative I couldn't beat, man.
So let me give you a different narrative.
We don't say that Iran needs to bomb every vessel passing from Omani side. They just need to coordinate with Iran's military. That's
Why should they coordinate? It's their side of Strait of Hormuz. Why?
It's time of war.
Oh my God, bro! It's your side. Your side started it. You have to war. Go ahead and your war.
It's war. It's war. So let me clarify something. When the war broke out, Iranians, by blocking the Strait of Hormuz, raised the price of energy and fuel, and that impacted all the plans that Americans had, and it also came out very effective. Increase on the oil price, increase on the energy price, also started to make a big concern in the US for US citizens. The gas price in the US even has a very outdated, non-existent big ships.
Okay, is it you in war or is it Oman in war? Is it you in war or Oman in war?
I mean, just listen. Just take your Ritalin and how to say, a little bit increase your attention span. Because you keep repeating your fucking bullshit for long. It's a war, and it's a war between the biggest superpower in the world and Iran. And I don't know how delusional you are. We are not. Iran has limited capacity, limited capabilities, and limited leverage. And they used the blockade of the Strait of Hormuz came very effective, impacting the oil price and energy price worldwide, and trying to put pressure on America to back down. However, your beloved President Donald Trump is dumb enough to escalate over, maybe as the guy said in the voice that Ali played for us, for one day or two, he committed to a coup, but after that, realized that it's a defeat for America and he actively undermined it. We have limited leverage and capacity, capabilities, and this is what all we have. In a perfect case, you probably don't need to block the Strait of Hormuz. When America leaves the region, we manage the security of shipping and trade over the Persian Gulf and Strait of Hormuz with our neighbors. But at this moment, if you are that dumb to single out events and don't look at the context, the running context, which is a war, brutal war, yet another imperialistic war of America in our region, you are really retarded and intelligently very deprived, because you cannot see the connections, see the context, and you keep bringing two fucking Singaporean shit over and over. I don't know, either you are doing it purposefully, you are happy, you want to heat up your room, but man, there's a limit to be unintelligent. And I don't know how much effort you want to put there to just omit the context and keep saying.
Is the war with Oman or Iran? I don't get it. Is the war with Iran or Oman?
Against Iran versus Iran, and
So chaos. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Right. So we understand the relationship between Oman and Iran. Yes. Fighting under the even after the rise of the violence in Oman still had a good relationship with Iran. You can hear the difference. So now here's the point. I think instead of you defending that you're not really bullying Oman, you need to say the following. If Oman agreed to let those vessels go through the Strait of Hormuz and to the ports of the United States, Kuwait and Iraq, this will actually mean for Iran to nurture the extreme